welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for June the 3rd through June the 6th. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for tuning in, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you will come back. And if you are returning, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your love and support of my channel. Now, these are general readings, guys. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't assume that everything I say here applies to you. And if you would like a personal, more tailored reading, go to my website. The link will be below in the Show More section, and you can visit my website and see what kind of readings that I offer. Now, let me see. These readings are in 3 sections, guys. The first section is the intro. The second is the general astrological events of the week, and the third is the tarot card section. So please, if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising, you may skip the intro and the astrology section, and those timestamps will be below also. Now, I have a private Facebook group that you might want to join. I'm going to start actually on Wednesday. I start a live feed every 2 weeks with my cards in hand to answer any questions you may have. And it's also a nice place to kind of have a discussion about life's challenges and solutions. So if you want to join that link is below also. Now, I am doing a workshop on Meet Your Spirit Guide. So that is going to be on, I believe, June the 10th. I'm not sure if it's June the 10th or June the 11th. Anyway, if you want to know more information about that, that will be below too, the link there. So without further ado, let's go to your astrology reading, shall we? Hello and welcome to your astrology section of your reading. And this is from June the 3rd through to June the 6th. Now, on June the 3rd, we have a new moon in Gemini. And this is a wonderful new moon. Gemini moved, the moon moved from Taurus on Saturday, I believe it was, into Gemini, getting in position for the new moon. So this is, it moved from a very heavy kind of earth sign into a really light air sign, Gemini. And so it's very kind of light, and it's like spring has sprung. Our energy will be lifted and we'll feel lighter and fresher, freer, if you will. Gemini is all about communication. And it also has Mercury, which is its ruling planet, is also in the sign of Gemini. And this is all about communication. Oh, the bells toll, that's my phone. It's all about communication, it's all about socializing, it's all about having fun, it's about being light and free and breezy, if you will. So Gemini kind of rules words, right? It's about words, the power of words. So it's also a dual sign. So there's some duality. You might want to observe where your duality exists. How does it show up for you? And think of the power of words and how words can uplift you and also, bring you down. So will you use your words for good or evil? Couldn't help myself, sorry. Perhaps, this is a time that you can really look at your communication and bring your vibration up, and will you raise people up or will you put them down? That is the question. Now, this wonderful new moon in Gemini is it's a really powerful opportunity to manifest wealth, and it's because Pluto and Saturn are in a lovely aspect to Venus at the same time. So this is a Wonderful time to launch a new product or a new service, or perhaps a social media campaign. So Pluto and Saturn in that lovely aspect of Venus, coupled with the new moon, really sets the stage for magnetism and financial expansion. So it really promises great success with some effort. Now, on Tuesday, June the 4th, at 4:05 PM Eastern Standard Time, Mercury moves into Cancer. Now, Mercury, as you know, is the planet of communication. It was just in Gemini. And it is moving into the sign of Cancer, of feeling and sensitivity. So Mercury in Cancer makes us better listeners, and it also makes us more thoughtful and sensitive, and it makes us a more caring communicator. You may be more meditative and reflective during this time, and there is also a possibility that there could be some defensiveness because Cancer is so sensitive and may take things personally. Now, on Saturday, June the 8th, at 8:37 PM, this is all Eastern Standard Time, Venus moves into Gemini. Now, Venus in Gemini is just moved out of its home sign of Taurus, where it's very tactile and cuddly and expressive and demonstrative. And it's moving into Gemini. And in Gemini, Venus is very flirtatious and coquettish. And, you know, it's about being free and having fun. Anything novel and new is exciting and interesting. And perhaps if you meet someone at this time, it may not have, the relationship may not have lasting power. However, it will be fun and exciting and a journey worth taking. And you never know, it could last, you don't know. Now, Gemini is much like, you know, a butterfly. Venus in Gemini is much like a butterfly flitting from flower to flower, staying long enough to taste that delicious nectar and then moving on to the next, you know, novelty, right? I wouldn't say that Geminis are philanderers per se, but they stay as long as they feel free and as long as it's fun and light, right? But once they feel restricted, they break out. They're like a speck of dust on the horizon. They're gone. So a bit of harmless flirting never did anyone any harm, and it's very good for the psyche. So you might want to try it and explore that flirtatious side of you during this time. So that's the astrological events of the week. Let's go to your tarot card, shall we? Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your tarot card section of your reading for June the 3rd through June the 9th. And one more shuffle for you while I'm on screen. Thank you very much. 3 cards for Scorpio, please. What wonderful guidance, blessings, and helpful information do you have for Scorpio for this coming week? 3 cards for Scorpio, please. 3 cards for Scorpio. 2 more cards for Scorpio, please. 2 more cards for Scorpio. Oh wow, that was about 10 more cards. I have to put those back. Okay, 2 more cards for Scorpio, please. What wonderful guidance, blessings, helpful information. Oh, there's 2. Lovely. Okay, lovely. Now, let's go to your clarifying cards. These are for Scorpio for the 3rd through the 9th. Clarifying cards. Okay. Please clarify. Oh, there was too many there. clarify. There it is. Oh, that card's come up for a lot of people. Please, okay. Too many came out. Please clarify. That's it. And please clarify. Please clarify. There we go. Okay, Scorpio. Let's look at your cards, shall we? Okay. The first card out for you is the King of Swords. Clarifying the King of Swords is the Four of Pentacles. Then you have the World. Clarifying that is the High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So the first card out for you is the King of Swords. He's like the champion for justice, right? He's almost like the Justice card. It's about not taking any shortcuts this week, and also, so it's doing everything by the book, you know. Don't cheat in any kind of way. Just do everything by the book, by rules and the regulations. Now, I would also say don't be quick to judge, because he just has no area in, you know, laying down that gavel, right? He will pass judgment on anyone very fast. He's very astute, very intelligent, and if he thinks you're doing something wrong, psh, you're gone. So I would be above board with everything, even silly little untruths, you know. Now, clarifying it is the Four of Pentacles. So I feel that you're holding on to something. Perhaps you have a resentment with someone and you're holding on to it. You're not letting it go. And it's constantly in the forefront of your mind. Listen, this is blocking you. This negative thought or thought process, or this feeling towards someone is blocking you. This could be a temporary thing. It could be with a partner, you know, it could be a friend, it could be a boss, it could be somebody that you are not feeling very warm towards, let's put it that way. You're feeling hurt from someone. I think someone said something to you that's kind of cut into you, if you would. I'm saying that with the swords. It's really kind of put a deep wound in there, or perhaps it stimulated something else that happened to you when you were younger or in the past, and it's really got you in pain, and the fact is you're holding on to it for dear life. You are not letting this feeling go, and in order to move on, you really do your best to let it go, Scorpio, because it's holding you back. It's stopping you from progressing emotionally, and therefore physically. So this is important for you to really think, you know, pray about letting it go with love. And look, the next card is the World. So the World is saying you can do the same old things and expect the same old results. You know, if you don't tell someone how you're feeling, especially if they're a partner, and I think that's what I'm getting for some of you. It might be a partner that you're not sharing how they're hurting your feelings. So if you're not sharing your feelings with someone, you're not going to be able to move forward. It's going to fester, and you're going to be passive aggressive, and it's not going to be good for the relationship. You've got to clear all that up. It's like clear it all up. And look, you've got the High Priestess clarifying the World. Look, there's change coming. You will be when the World comes in, it's like the universe has your back. And so does the High Priestess. And when she comes in, it's saying, whatever goes on this week, you have to trust your gut feeling. Don't ignore that gut feeling. Do not ignore it. It's a lifesaver. Now, the next card is the Eight of Wands. So this is like busy, busy, busy. Lots of energy coming in, very fast. I have a feeling that you've got an opportunity coming in, perhaps even more than one, because this is like very fast, incredibly fast energy. And the Page of Pentacles is an opportunity. You're being offered something here. Pages are messengers, right? But they can also be indicators of you to moving on to the next phase of your life. And I feel that you need to move on. You've got to let go of that resentment, whoever that's against. And perhaps for some of you, it's like your partner. So it's like, move on. You practice letting go. I know that's really hard for Scorpios. But, you know, sometimes it's letting it go for 5 minutes at a time, right? It's doing that constantly, practicing letting go. Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment. I answer every comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.